How y'all doing out there in the internet world? This is Sarge Sessions, and today I'm Patrick McCarthy from 686, and today I'm joined by none other than Riley Nickerson. What's up, brother?
What's up, guys?
Got a slight glare, but we're good to go. So I want to ask you, kind of been starting this off with everybody. What's the quarantine life been like for you on your end?
It's been pretty good. I feel like everyone has days that are better than some others. So, like, some days will be pretty boring, Other days will be pretty cool. Try to skate and keep the house clean, because you can't be chilling quarantine in a dirty house.
Nope.
So just keep the house clean, skateboard. I don't know. Just take care of myself, eat good. I haven't really been drinking that much because I made this too. I made a spatula out of a skateboard one night.
Whoa, that is sick.
Yeah, it actually turned out pretty cool. I went into it with no expectations or anything, and I was kind of buzzed up, and I was like, I am going to make a spatula. So here it is.
Dude, that is awesome, man. I love that. I love all the creative things that we're tapping into during this time.
Yeah, I don't really know how this one came about.
You just traced it out on there, cut it out, and then sanded it down.
Check it out. Hold on.
Yeah, hit us with it. We want a little tutorial on how to make our own spatula out of an old skateboard deck.
I just took the trusty spatula from the kitchen and traced it on a skateboard. You feel me?
Dude, I feel you on that. That's next level, man.
And then I cut it out, sanded this thing down, and now this is what it looks like.
Dude, that is money. That is money, dude. So yeah, what was it like? All kind of jumping around a little bit here, but what was it like for you growing up, like snowboarding in Vermont and everything? What was your inspirations, basically?
Well, I went to elementary school in Massachusetts, and learned how to skateboard, and I was around 8 or something. And one Christmas we got snowboards, me and my brother. And I think we were 9 or 8 years old, and we kind of went up to Attitash, New Hampshire, with my dad and my mom. My sister was too young at this point, so us four learned how to snowboard together.
Yep.
We were kind of this little border family in the beginning, I guess. And then we were weekend warriors in Vermont. And I think after a couple of years of me and my brother taking a liking to it, my family moved to Vermont. So then I stove stuff. It was dope, dude. I don't know. Growing up riding makes you more appreciative out here when it's sunny every day and 30 degrees,
Yeah, did you used to compete a lot when you're out there, or did you just kind of
I did USASAs, and I think what most people did. So
yeah.
But that wasn't really my thing, man. I always got crushed in those or ate shit or something. Never really went too good for me.
Totally. And then when did you kind of what was the first move that you made out west? When did you make? You did. You went straight to Lake Tahoe.
Well, I had some buddies go to SNC.
Okay.
The college out here in Incline, and kind of in Vermont, everyone that I had went to school with was either I don't know, up to no good or just chilling in their hometown that they grew up in. So I just fucking wanted to get out of there, I guess.
Yeah.
It was just mad boring. And then I had some homies out here, so I was like, I'll just come out here. I slept on their couches. And then I finagled my way into the Wendell's Digger crew and just went to Oregon and then just kind of stayed out west, I guess.
When you think back about snowboarding, what one question we got from one of the viewers, I always throw things out to Instagram and stuff, and just to see what kind of questions somebody was wondering, who were your influences when you first started snowboarding, and who are your influences now?
Oh man, I was fucking obsessed with Shane Flood and
sick.
The grenade videos. I don't know what was good with that, but just his, I don't know. I guess I always switch front board and kicks and stuff way back. So I was super into Shane Flood, all the grenade.
The grenade dudes.
Yeah, that kind of inspired me. Just I don't know, because the movies were different with all the crazy antics, shit, partying. I just thought it was cool, But before
for sure.
TV TB6 and 7, and like Mac Dog shit. Like,
yep.
Those are my younger years, I guess. And then I had a phase. I think everyone had a phase where they idolized Lucas Magoon pretty tough. So like that happened. And
yep.
Nowadays, it's my homies, dude. Honestly.
Yeah, whoever
like
you're
everyone, like
whoever you're out there ripping with now.
Just all the people like become friends with and known over the years, watching them do their thing and shit. It's cool.
Yeah, how do you like during the season, like how do you approach your winter? Do you go like, is it each spot that you're focused on, or do you have like certain tricks in your head that you want to do? Or, you know, like for me, I used to like write down some things that I wanted, or like if I got certain tricks, I'd write it down and where it was, and so that I wouldn't like do a bunch of repeats. But like, you know, when you're filming like majority street, like I got to see some of your bangers this year from like, because this year you filmed with Videograss again. And I saw some of the stuff that you did. So like some of it just like, obviously if it's just a monster gnarly like kinked rail with a curve or whatever, like that's that shot. And then
I think like maybe like in the past it was more like trick oriented for me or something, you know. Maybe I guess now it's just like finding stuff that I'm hyped on, you know,
finding
like
spots that you're hyped on.
Yeah, because you could go somewhere and like you could go somewhere and there could be like a down rail, you know, or like a kink rail or whatever, and like that could be like right in front of you, like that could be the first thing you see on the trip. But then my eyes doesn't mean necessarily hit it, you know what I mean? Like you can search for like a day and maybe find like a thing that's way cooler or like two things that are way cooler. I guess it's just being like patient, finding shit that you're really hyped on and that you think will be cool, you know?
Yeah, rather than just like slapping it up on everything that's around.
Yeah, because tricks are cool and shit, you know, like tricks are definitely cool. You gotta have tricks in the video part, but like, I don't know, spots are important too and stuff, just like locations.
Yep. Another question I got from a viewer too was they were kind of curious, what are some of the things you do to recover from like injuries you get in the streets? Like I know you're pretty big on like PT, right?
Yeah, I am now if I were to get hurt, but like I don't know, when I broke my leg I never like did PT actually, like
really?
Like I never went to a physical therapist. Nah, I just went to the gym a lot. Like I went to the gym a lot, put a bunch of shit in perspective for me. You know, like I don't know. I'm still young, but like I was partying a lot, wasn't really taking care of myself the best, you know, so I feel like that shit happened for a reason. Yeah, put shit in perspective.
Totally.
Be more appreciative of when I'm healthy and getting to snowboard, you know?
Yeah.
Like not like I was taking it for granted, but like once you like get like super fucking hurt, you can't do what you like to do, it kind of like, I don't know, puts you in this position that you're like, oh shit, like I can't do what I like I'm like, I can't even like fucking walk, like I gotta figure out some shit and get my stuff back together and then just come at it from a different approach, I guess.
Oh, that makes total sense. So what's the average day of snowboarding in Tahoe look like for Riley Nickerson? Like what is it all like, you know, how does it work? You just like, what time you get up?
I'll go to Boreal.
You go 100%.
I'll be at Boreal.
Yeah. 100% of the time, always going to Boreal and just.
Unless it's like a POW day, I don't really have like I only have a Boreal pass, so like I go to Boreal. Sometimes I can get up at Squaw. If it's a POW day, I'll go to Squaw. But
yeah.
For the most part, it's like just get up, make breakfast, smoothie. No rush to get to the mountain because it's open until 9 p.m. So just like get up there when you get up there.
Totally. Do you usually squat up with somebody or roll up with a crew, or do you just do your own thing?
I roll up solo a lot, to be honest. But Boreal is so small, there's like one lift, overlooks everything. So like you could go solo, but you'll meet up with like your homies and stuff at some point. Like you don't even have to hit them up, they'll just be up there.
Yeah, and they have like really sick park features, right? And like just a good flow.
Yeah, the guys from Mammoth came up and like took over the park stuff. So last year is definitely like a crazy improvement. Like the half pipe was up early. We had bigger jumps, just like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
No, I've loved having those summer camps down there together and ripping that place. Is so much fun. They do such a good job up there.
Yeah. It's like a skate park.
Do you have any plans for the summer or?
No, not like yet. Like, I guess I'm trying to figure it out. Waiting to hear if summer camps are postponed and like just stuff like that. Because normally I'd go up to Hood for like. I tried to go to Oregon for like a month and see my friends in Portland. Snowboard at Mount Hood.
Yeah, you always seem like you get.
You down at Tahoe too.
Yep. Yeah, how was that first? Did you have a good time on that first Mammoth trip we did?
Yeah, it was sick. It was crazy. Just like, I don't know, that was kind of a long time ago now. It was kind of crazy, but yeah, man, I was hyped. Thanks to Ian Post, dude. I'm pretty sure he's the reason I got on 686 because he asked you and Brent.
Big shout outs to Ian Post, man. Love that dude.
He's the reason I ride for y'all. But dude, trip was dope, dude. It was a trip meeting you.
Yeah, definitely.
Video parts, and then I get to see the live antics and hang. It's pretty dope.
Oh yeah, not much about the antics, but so how do you like? One other question from a viewer was like, how do you like to break down rail riding? Is there like do you have like a system that you do, or like is there like do you look at it in a certain way or?
No, I mean I can ride my snowboard on other stuff besides rails. I just maybe have yet to debut it, but
yeah, no, I've seen the Switchback 7.
I don't know if I have a particular approach, honestly, to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
I guess like in the beginning of the year when it opens up, I try not to really film much before New Year's. I like to like really like. Some people are so good at just like taking the summer off and just hopping on their snowboard and being like nothing happened. I kind of need like a week or two, so I just like taking the first month and a half of the year and just like riding with my friends and try to fucking get as comfortable as I can before I go on street trips.
Totally, kind of like slowly build up rebuild the confidence.
I feel like once I go on a street trip, or like once I start going on film trips, I kind of like don't get to ride a resort that much, like maybe like once or twice a month for the rest of the winter. So I feel like to get do whatever tricks, feel comfortable, and go. So I'm not, I don't know.
No, there's
a certain approach. I just like to feel comfortable and just confident. I feel like confidence like goes a long way when it comes to filming. If you're just like confident you're gonna do it, you'll probably do it. But if you're like all like timid or something,
if you're kind of slapping it up there with like half ass, you're like
like pussyfoot, you'll probably go down.
Yeah, I think that's super true, man. In any aspect of snowboarding, you have to be like fully committed.
So I guess if there was like a certain approach I would have, it's just to be confident with what I'm doing and have faith that it's gonna work out and shit.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, anything you got? Any questions you got for me or anything?
Yeah, let's hear about the splinter that I saw.
Oh my god! So I was like running on my hardwood floors, which are all like finished and dialed, and I got this like gigantic, like I just jumped on the ground and started screaming, but I got like a 6-inch piece of this like Brazilian tiger wood like stuck through my foot.
What is Brazilian tiger wood?
It's like a certain type of hardwood flooring that goes in your house. So I got this piece stuck through my foot. And I like literally like I just reached down and like grabbed this chunk of wood that was sticking out of my foot and I pulled it out of my foot and like there's blood and everything. And my wife and I were looking at it and it was like pretty obvious that there was still wood stuck in there. So I had to go to the doctor's office, which is not where you want to go right now, obviously, with all the face masks and all this coronavirus. So I go to the doctor. The guy like puts on his binoculars. He's like, it looks like a lumberyard in there, and he's like picking pieces of wood out and I'm like saving them. And then I let 2 days go by and I go back and they pick more pieces of wood out of my foot. So then I let 14 days go by and I still have a lot of pain, but I'm just thinking it's just trying to heal and all these different things. And I'm like, I've been sneaking away, going on hikes, doing all these different other things. And I'm just like in all this pain, I'm just like, this is the new way that I'm going to live. It's just going to be like painful for a while until it heals up.
this is my new life now.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, I even like was skating on it and even went snowboard on it. Well, anyway, last night I'm in the bathtub and I'm just like doing like I'm soaking in the bath, trying like thinking about my foot, and I pull it over and I look at the bottom of my foot from my face and I see this tiny little like prick like sticking out of the hole that's still in my foot because there's two holes where like the wood pierced it, and I start pulling on it and I pull like a 2-inch piece of wood that had gotten broken off and stuck inside my foot. I just pull it straight out, and like now today I'm like fully back. So
well, happy to hear that, man. Dude, I saw it on your story last night, just like the piece pulled out last night, and that thing alone looked pretty fucking.
It was insane because like when that guy had his when the doctor had like his binoculars on, and he was like slowly pulling the tiny pieces out. It was like they'd be like a grain of sand, and you'd be like, you'd be surprised, like this would really mess you up. And then the fact that like he didn't even see that 1.5-inch piece, and both doctors with binoculars on, or like with their full like, you know, magnifying glasses and everything on, like they went inside there with scalpels and everything, and they couldn't see that piece. It must have been so far stuck into my foot. And then it just like, you know, what they say is like your body will just like slowly. It will release. You said
you were in the bath too, dude.
Yeah.
Been soaking that thing out.
Did exactly, man. But I'm just grateful that it's out of my foot, and now I can get on with life and enjoy some more hikes and whatever. Like yeah. I'm down to like be like active again. So that's good.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
Well, I really appreciate you taking some time to join the sessions with the Sarge. And
hell yeah.
Dude, I really, I'm psyched on your spatula move, man. I think some of our viewers should drop in and build their own spatulas, dude. Like, can we see it one more time?
It's very easy.
The skateboard spatula. So wait, I want to know though, have you like popped up any like pancakes with that thing yet, or what?
Nah.
Nothing?
You have to like stain it with some mineral stuff, mineral grade cooking stuff. You know?
Oh, okay.
So, and I maybe have to like smooth it out a little more. I don't know.
You got to season it up a little bit.
It really came. I had a big afternoon. I got excited about this, made it. It's just kind of been chilling since, you know.
Dude, I'm fully going to have to drop in and make one of those. That's too cool.
Dude, you can make whatever. It's fun, you know.
Right on.
Power tools.
Well, thanks, brother. Have a good one. Enjoy the nice weather.